Okay, guys. Okay. My name is Ben Hicks. I'm the founder and CEO of SkyPal.
I'm Tyler DeLuca, and I'm the Director of Productions.
I'm Liza Howard, I'm the head of marketing and design.
Okay, so background. The airline industry, there's approximately 2,000 airline companies operating over 23,000 aircrafts in over 3,700 airports every day across the globe.
Wow, that's a lot of numbers.
Yeah, that means. So in 2006, there's 28 million scheduled flights carrying over 2 billion passengers. And the growth of the air travel industry is actually double of what the growth of the GDP. And, the average growth is 5% each year for the last 30 years. And the next 10 to 15 years, the air travel industry is expected to double. So,
Okay. So on a more personal level, travel has always been a passion of mine. I've been lucky enough to travel to places like Africa, Europe, South America, Alaska, and so I've gone on a lot of plane flights. And during my experience, I've noticed like a lot of problems. And and I found this astounding because how could a market undergoing such like a major boom have such a terrible user experience? So these are some of the problems I've noticed. Change it. Okay. So privacy affects how comfortable you feel during your travels. With a crowded environment, hundreds of lurking eyes, and the guy next to you trying to make a pillow out of your shoulder, it's not hard to imagine people feel uncomfortable. Okay, next slide please. Then hygiene. Another downside is the risk of infection. It is 100 times more likely to catch a sickness while you're on an airplane. And 20% of those people who get sick from someone within a two-seat radius. So next time you think about chatting up that cutie sitting next to you, think again. Okay, next one, please. Okay. So noise is quite often what prevents people from being able to relax on flights. The most notorious culprit, babies. So did you know that the sound of a baby is actually biologically harder to ignore? Well, it is. So I've been looking for solutions to these problems, and finally we have one. The solution, SkyPal.
SkyPal is a portable luxury and convenient size barrier that is something easily set up and separates you from the passenger next to you. This is an early design of our product. Just clip, lift, and slide. The sleek, convenient design sets up in seconds, providing you with a more enjoyable experience. This is a rendering of how it will look in use. As you can see, it is small enough that it is not very noticeable, but it provides a sufficient barrier, separating your own private space from your neighbors. You can see how it blends in here, and you can tell that it is thin, so it doesn't take up a lot of armrest, which is something we don't like. And here you can see how it provides the private barrier. Here it is translucent, but it will be also made in solid color, so you can't see through it. This is a preliminary blueprint with dimensions, SkyPal, and average airline seat.
And we also put a hard copy of that on your table.
Privacy. So SkyPal allows a commercial flyer to have comforting privacy similar to first class. Now with a soft curtain creating your own sanctuary, you don't have to worry about chatting to your neighbor and will be able to take a long nap. Some people get uncomfortable when people are looking at their work documents, and this is an extreme case of that. But I definitely relate to that, and so that's another thing that solves privacy. And the most common cause of illness spreading is from sneezing and coughing. SkyPal provides a direct barrier, so germs don't even stand a chance. SkyPal will solve the problem of noise by its smart and innovative fabric. This is a graph showing the amount of sound that is absorbed. NRC stands for the noise reduction coefficient, which is the amount of sound energy absorbed upon striking a particular surface.
And crescent velour is the type of fabric that we chose to use, which has the highest. And it's from a scale from 0 to 1, 0 being perfect reflection, 1 being perfect absorption.
okay, so our target demographic, we're basically targeting anyone who travels for business quite often, who doesn't like the problems of modern day air travel. Not only business travelers, anyone who travels frequently, just they understand the problems and they need a solution. So because of this, we priced our product at $50. We priced it at $50 because of Sky Mall recommends $50 as a price. It's a middle price point, so that way it's not too high to scare off any potential buyers who don't travel as frequently, but it will be a good price for people who travel often. And the next one. So, who knows what this is? Can I see you raise hand, like show hands? All right. So the U-shaped neck pillow is one of the most common products in airports across the country. There was $250 million worth of these sold last year alone, and but they don't offer everything that SkyPal does. There's problems. They don't protect from germs. They aren't private, and people will even say that they don't help your neck. So where the U-shaped pillow has not provided the support that SkyPal does, SkyPal will provide this. Next slide. So our launch strategy. Like a stool, our launch strategy lies on 3 legs: Delta, retail, and Sky Mall. Sky Mall has already, we've talked to Sky Mall and they've already accepted our idea of the design. They take a small commission off of what you sell, and that's how you get into the magazine. Sky Mall is seen by over 166 million people per year, so not only will it be selling product, it's advertising. That's more than people who go to Disney each year, more than all the attendance of the NFL games combined.
That's the number of quarterly people who use Sky Mall. It's more like 300 million, the number of annual people.
All right, and retail stores. We plan to go to retail stores in the mall, like you see, like CBS News store, with all the racks of the U-shaped pillows. We plan to get it on as many shelves as we can. Also, Delta. We're currently talking to Delta here about getting SkyPal on every single plane.
And I'm just going to elaborate on why Delta would be a good airline to pitch this idea to. Can you please go back one slide? So Delta is currently undergoing an innovation process, revitalizing the whole airline. And so we thought that this would be like one of the best opportunities to pitching a new concept that would distinguish their airline from the other ones. Next slide, please. So our marketing strategy is going to be with earned media. So earned media harnesses our users and has them advertise for us. So through creating an amazing product, people will write about it, write reviews on like Angie's List, Yelp, Yellow Pages, and inspire other people to buy it. And the way that we're going to start this trend, this momentum, is by contacting people like Scott McCary, who blogs for the Middle Seat Terminal, David Pogue of Mysteries of Air Travel, and George Hopica of Air Travel Watch. And so those are all major bloggers who have a lot of a large audience, and so they have a lot of influence to people's opinions, and they're very critical. So hopefully, I'm sure that our product will be a good positive result.
Okay, milestone. So when can you buy it? You can buy SkyPal on June 1st of this year. Soon after that, we will launch SkyPal into Sky Mall on August 25th. So with that said, we have a lot of goals in mind. We plan on having over 10,000 sales within 1 year of our launch, $300,000 in net earnings by the 2nd year. So we plan to sell it in the airports and concession stores, launch SkyPal only to airport stands too. We also plan to expand on more products, like we said, the U-Pillow, and a line of luxurious blankets and soundproof headphones. Okay,
so here's the financials. So sales, with the estimated sales cost of about $50. The cost of goods, it's about $13.70 per unit, and so we're profiting about like $37, I believe, or $36.30. And so it's actually a very good ratio between cost of goods sold and the margin. I mean, this is a luxury business, so we have invested enough money to provide a luxury product, but not so much that it's not a high enough margin to like make serious profits. And this is based off of selling 10,000 units in the first year. And there's more in-depth financials in the packets. Okay, so thank you so much for listening, and we hope you fly the Sky Club next time you travel. Thank you.